Welcome back to Dumb and Broke. I'm Bryan.
And I'm Chelsea.
And here we have another repeat guest.
Hi.
This is my friend Lauren. She was up back.
Our friend Lauren.
Sorry.
Yeah, really? Oh my gosh. That's so mean.
Fine, you can have her. But Lauren was on season 1.
Yeah.
I don't know why I confused season 1 and season 2, but it's pretty easy because Chelsea, you weren't on season 1. So, like.
But I feel like it's like they're both different though. So it's like season one. And honestly, this could be a whole season 1 in itself.
Right.
But I guess not.
Season 1 was like.
Then it's like, what even are seasons?
Yeah.
What are seasons?
Because season 1 was like almost like a test run, like in all aspects, like technology, content.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Like season 1, I was like kind of interviewing my friends who.
What do you do for a living?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Ew, I can't even go back.
Ew. Mine was funny, I think. I was funny.
I think so too. I can't go back and watch because like one, I feel like the quality isn't great.
Sure.
Like we were literally like we had the microphones were up there, but like they sat on like a toolbox.
Oh yes,
like,
yes. I remember. It was a little janky. But those are like the memories that
we all gotta start somewhere.
You know, yeah.
And
you might miss that one day.
Right.
You know?
But and then season 2, Chelsea came along and it was just us two. And we didn't have a single guest all season. So yeah. I feel like now it's getting into like the actual groove of where like I know I want it to go. I hope you feel the same way.
Yeah. No, love.
Great.
So but Lauren's episode.
Same page.
I thought you said me too. She's like, I'm
This is exactly what I want, actually.
Yeah.
Perfect.
Do you remember, but obviously besides your job, which Lauren is a stylist.
Yeah.
She's actually rocking one of her, if you're watching, she's rocking one of the blazers that is this like yours or do you?
Yeah. Like this one's not for sale. I had to, so I sell blazers on the side, aside from styling. Kind of was like a hobby sort of thing. And people were like, where'd you get that? And I was like, oh, let me make a little business, which I really need to work on it. You know, it's hard. But I had to just kind of pick 5 that I really loved, or else I would never want to sell them. Mm-hmm. You know, so I did like a gray, a black, a tan, and then some like pattern ones. So this is like one of my personal, but this is like what I sell. You know, this like kind of represents it, oversized, good quality, always like a nice either name brand or an Italian custom designer. They're good.
They're good.
You know, everyone needs blazer? One.
Is it
it's men's.
Yeah.
Pretty much they're all men's, unless they're like really cool or something. Because I have a few that are maybe more like fitted. But yeah, typically it's like an oversized style that I tell people, because I'll have people meet me at like a coffee shop or something to do try-ons. And I'm like, wear your favorite jeans and a t-shirt. Or like your favorite base outfit, because that's what you want to try it on with. Because it's meant to just throw on every day over like whatever you wear. And a lot of people, they realize like, oh, instead of just getting a black one, they'll want like a micro plaid or something to just like spice up the outfit, you know?
Yeah.
I think that's so fun. And I
Which
feel like
you guys need one, by the way.
Oh, we do.
Yeah.
I mean,
We'll
as
do
you're
that.
talking it, you fully sold it.
but you are kind of a blazer girly too. So.
I love a good blazer.
Yeah.
I
haven't like as you were saying that. I don't think I have an oversized blazer.
Yeah, we'll work on that for sure. Yeah, I always give
I'll meet
them
you
to,
at a
like,
coffee
my
shop.
girlfriends. Yeah, meet me at the coffee shop. Do we want to talk about how I'm from Long Island? Because everyone needs to know.
I don't think they could tell.
No, I know. It's like one of my 3 personality traits.
But I don't think like if you're from Long Island, like you can't not make that your person. Everyone does. Like people are proud of it.
And I'm not even that stereotypical Long Island, I feel like. But I've somehow made it my personality. Yeah. You know?
Yeah.
I actually told a girl in class the other day, because she told me she went on a trip to Florida. I was asking her about her tan. And she doesn't really have an accent, but she was like, yeah, I've been to Florida like 3 weekends in a row. And I was like, oh, is that where you're from? And she was like, I'm sorry. She was pissed. She's from Long Island.
Yeah. But so Long Island to be in Florida all the time. Too,
yeah.
You know? Yeah.
I was listening to a podcast like before you guys came over. The Good Children podcast. They're like 2 young gay guys from Long Island, but they get mistaken for being from New Jersey a lot.
Oh, yeah. We hate that.
Yeah. They said like they would rather be called faggots than from.
Oh my God. Yeah. See, I will think that way, but then I'll meet a Jersey person and like we are kind of the same, you know?
Yeah.
But it's like, it's not as good.
This might be a controversial hot take.
Yeah.
Yeah. Oh my God. It's not even in my
Jersey,
notes.
Long Island, same thing, right?
Well, I don't want to spend the whole episode talking about fashion, but I do want to bring up, since the Met Gala kind of just happened, you know, maybe we're a little late, but do you guys have like favorites from... I didn't watch the whole thing. I just like caught it on Instagram. And honestly, I caught most of it from your Instagram.
Honestly,
Lauren.
same.
Oh, yeah, yeah. No, it's one of my favorite days of the year. And I was very let down this year. Yeah, I just think there was no Gaga. There was no Beyonce. There was no Swift. You know, like we didn't have like our big...
The big players.
And like Cardi B.
She's not even a Taylor Swift fan, but like...
I'm not a hater, but you're not gonna like catch me listening to her music. We know that. I'm a Gaga,
but she's supposed to be there.
Yeah, like, but I think a lot of them bowed out for whatever reasons. But I was extremely underwhelmed, and I couldn't wait to turn the Knicks game on.
Wow,
which is shocking.
Sports.
Yeah, I'm like a sports lover now. Are you?
I am loving. I know about the New York sports, and I'm loving how both the Rangers and the Knicks are in the playoffs.
Yeah.
So I think that's really good for like the energy of New York.
Yeah, yeah.
And I'm all for that. And I will check to see who won so I can talk about it with the guys that I know really love sports in class. I'm sure there's guys, they probably don't listen to this podcast, but I'm sure there's guys that think I'm like diehard sports and want to talk to me about the games every single time. They're like, did you see it? I'm like, oh my gosh, yeah, they won. I didn't watch.
Well, if you ever need,
minute.
I'll let you know. Because I am watching every Knicks game
Just
right
keep
now.
me posted.
Every Rangers game. We know
there's
I
a
love
Rangers
football.
game tonight, right?
There's a Rangers game tonight. Yeah.
Wow,
I'm bored.
Yep.
I'm so bored.
No. There is nothing like playoffs that could get you into a sport. I mean, the last hold the phone for a sec, okay? The last 5 minutes of basketball playoffs is the most exciting 5 minutes.
I do find basketball exciting. I don't see a time where I'm going to put it on myself, but whenever I watch basketball, when I was in college, I used to go to a lot of the basketball games. They were so fun. They're also like short. Like, it's not like a 4-hour fucking game.
And it's quick
so
pace.
short.
It's like
it's quick,
point.
And it's fascinating how they pass the ball and stuff like that, you know?
Yeah.
But yeah, just like,
it's fascinating.
Is. You watch and you will be blown away by their ball work. Yeah. Okay? Seriously.
Those balls are just like flying through the air.
It blows my mind.
Wow, you told her to sell it to me? She sold it. I'm here for ball work.
And like, I love a bandwagon. I'm on it. With the Knicks, hello, I'm a Knicks fan now. I'm looking up vintage Knicks stuff on eBay because I want like a cool
She's like
shirt.
wearing orange and blue. She's diehard.
I'm like on the street, go Knicks. You know, I started watching
high-fiving guys as they walk by.
I love that. I wear a Yankees hat often.
Yeah, yeah.
And do you know how many
Wait, did I give it to you? Did I give you something Yankees?
You gave me a Yankees jersey. And that is...
Huge sports guy.
Huge sports guy. But not every time, but there's been a few times where I've worn the Yankees hat at a bar and some guy just starts talking about the Yankees.
No.
And I have to pretend.
Yeah.
You have to pretend.
I have to because like, yeah, I get embarrassed. And they'll be like, then they'll ask a question. I'm like,
yeah.
Then I have to pretend I don't speak English. No, I don't do that. But like, yeah, it's
always nice to like go to the bathroom and then just like Google.
Yeah.
And then you come back and you're like, oh my gosh, yeah, I can't believe that last game. That's crazy.
Right.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Not that I've ever done that.
Okay, back to the question at hand.
Met Gala?
Yeah, favorite looks or look?
So you, and I think you shared it. There's a pink one.
Oh, the girl from Bridgerton?
Probably.
Is that what you're talking about?
I think so.
Her name is Phoebe
kind of classic looking.
Yeah, I thought that was like really pretty. It didn't like blow my mind.
Theme? Like Garden of Eden or something?
It was like Aurora, Sleeping Beauty, Awakening of Fashion. So you could kind of take it. I was
so far off.
Not like the story, not like the Disney story of Sleeping
Beauty. It was like the reawakening of fashion. So some people could take it as like going back to like an archive collection and wearing that. Like Kendall Jenner, I think, wore something from, an older runway, like a 1992, which is old now, I guess. But yeah, I was underwhelmed. There's always going to be pretty stuff. And I bet you when you see it in person, it's probably a lot more like, oh my gosh, it's gorgeous. But, we didn't have like a show. Like when Gaga changed her look 3 times and was like dancing around her underwear. That's what gets me excited about the Met Gala. And I wasn't.
Yeah, I feel like there wasn't a lot of hype this year.
No.
But I gotta say, like, I don't think her look was like the most groundbreaking by any means, but something about Nicki Minaj's look.
Oh, I actually loved that.
I thought it was so
I did love
cute,
that.
and she looked so pretty.
Yes.
It was like, I mean, florals for spring, groundbreaking, haha. But like, she just looked so good in it.
Yeah. And it was art.
Yeah.
It was art.
Yeah, it was like, it had, what's it? Like, it wasn't just like on her body. It
like
was
3D flowers.
There was a lot of...
it was playful and like very on theme. I think a lot of people did just see, like, let me add florals on everything and call it a day.
Yeah.
Zendaya, who I usually love, I think everyone loves her stuff. I was not blown away by that.
She got a lot of like good reviews. I liked it, but I know you guys don't watch RuPaul's Drag Race, but it looks like they always have like a unconventional materials challenge where they have to like make an outfit from unconventional materials, and that's what it looked like. It looked like she made that outfit in the workroom at RuPaul's Drag Race and won the challenge. Like it was the best outfit of the week. But that's what it looks like.
Yeah, right. She won, but
looks like she made it.
Yeah,
you know what I mean.
Yeah. It was
rather
a little
than
arts
paying
and crafts.
like thousands of dollars for.
Yeah.
But yeah, did you? Oh, you said the pink one.
I didn't really watch. I just watched clips on the other side of it, but and then I just saw clips of Cardi B just like she is
and
so
like, I give
not
her credit.
PC.
She did it. The big giant, but it's kind of been done before.
Yeah. She's just like, I think this clip, she's just like sitting there talking about how heavy it is and how long it took her to get ready. And I'm just like,
Since I brought up Nicki Minaj, can we just, because last week we talked a little bit about, we like barely talked about it, the rap beef, Kendrick and Drake.
Yes.
And everyone is like here for it. Some are like, it's wild, and they're saying like the most vile shit about each other.
Crazy stuff.
Like crazy accusations that are like.
Pedophile.
If these things are true, like, wow.
Yeah.
I just want to go back to when everyone was, not everyone, but a lot of people were shitting on Nicki Minaj for putting out one single diss track and calling her crazy.
Women. We can't have anything.
That's so true.
Yeah.
Well, because the end of hers did like seem crazy, but Kendrick Lamar did the same thing, and nobody said those words. Honestly, actually, they called him brilliant.
Right.
Yeah.
Nicki Minaj.
They're like, oh, he got his ass.
Yeah. People were loving
and
diss tracks.
This is rap. Like, this is rap culture. This is what they do. They went back and forth. Nicki Minaj put one out. Megan didn't respond. Megan probably should have, but I mean, Nicki didn't even say anything as bad as Kendrick and Drake have been saying.
I hate that I also feel that.
Yeah, like everyone, because it was like almost like one-sided, that you feel bad that like one person got picked on, but like, Nicki.
No, I like distinctly made a comment about the end of it when she's just talking, and I'm like, whoa, she's like you're crazy, which is so not very pro-woman of me.
It happens.
Yeah,
it happens.
But like, what a good comparison.
Yeah,
because Kendrick Lamar did exactly the same thing, where he's just like talking, and you're like, you're a psychopath that I truly believe is gonna shoot somebody up if they say another bad word about you. But I was like applauding it.
I mean, and I definitely hear, probably because like my algorithm and like the people I surround myself with is mostly women, so I've heard most of those voices that were like hating on Nicki Minaj came from women. I'm sure it came from men. A lot of men said it too, but I can also relate to that. Because like I feel like oftentimes the call is coming from within the house, inside the house. Like, I just went to go see the Challengers, and I don't want to. You guys didn't see Challengers, right?
Not yet.
No.
So the Zendaya movie, the tennis movie. I will just say that like, there's a lot of, to me, gay baiting in that movie that I had an issue with, and I feel like the last few years or so, that's been like a big theme in culture, like pop culture. Artists like Bad Bunny kissing men, and like, Harry Styles kind of being sorry, Lauren. But I mean, would you admit that like he kind of like toys with like femininity and like queerness, and he, you know what I mean? Maybe he identifies as a queer person, but like it almost feels like it's like catering to a certain audience.
I just think when you're that attractive, you can kind of really play around with clothes.
Well, and I'm kind of
and
like,
that's what he does.
Also, like,
Pretty privilege.
But
Yeah.
is that
Perfect
it would
privilege.
be, I feel like it's baiting if that's not genuine to him, because don't get me wrong, I love a man that is can toe the line.
Yeah,
That is like I'm so attracted to that.
Yeah.
So
We know.
we so like I don't want to I don't know. Like at what point is it gay baiting? I guess.
Well,
is the
I know,
thing.
and that's why I said like I can kind of relate, and like the calls coming from inside the house is because like maybe it's a slight bit internal homophobia. You know, I had therapy today, and we talked about this because like I left that movie like almost angry.
Yeah.
And part of the reason why I was angry is because I was in a theater full with like a lot of gay men who were like going crazy for like the gay scenes, and I'm like, really? Because I have an issue with like. I feel like almost every single time a gay person is portrayed in a movie or in any sort of entertainment, it has to do with them being gay and sex. And maybe, you know, I need to just like face reality, and gay men are just very fucking horny. And just because I'm not one of them, like I can't be mad, but like I was mad.
You're mad.
Yeah. You feel like everyone is like buying into the stereotype.
Yeah. The movie had nothing to do with like homosexuality.
Yeah.
But like two men are making out and they weren't even gay.
Yeah.
Well,
As your therapist probably said, your feelings are valid.
yeah.
You know?
Yeah.
So true. Snaps.
Yeah.
We're all like therapy enthusiasts over here.
Yeah.
I'm new to it. I'm new to it.
Girl,
but
welcome.
It's life changing. A whole new world. I know I always see you post, go to therapy. Sometimes I want to write like, guess what? I am now. And like,
oh my God, that would make my whole day.
It took me
That would make
33
my whole
years,
day.
but
I mean, I just
Here I am.
started like 3 years ago.
yeah.
Yeah. So
I started like 3 months ago. I mean, I tried it a year ago, but I did 3 sessions and quit. So
Yeah.
I'm new.
Brian's
You're
like,
new.
this bitch talks about it all the
And
time.
you kind of do have to find the right one.
The right
for
person
sure.
matters.
Yeah.
It's
yeah.
like dating.
matters.
yeah.
Yeah.
It's funny. My therapist, she used to live in Greenpoint. I don't remember if I've shared that. I know you know this, but she used to live in Greenpoint, like a
shut
street
up.
over. So like,
Yeah.
she even
She really knows.
she knows like
where
Metropolitan.
You're at.
She's LGBT.
Okay.
She knows about Metropolitan. Like, so she really like can understand and quite literally put herself
I think
in my
that's
shoes.
very important.
Mhm.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Which ironically, my therapist is, we'll just give them all a couple shout outs here.
Yeah.
My therapist is like 22. And I think
Oh, wow.
initially I was like, no way that this is going to work. Because she was an intern and they were basically like, well, because I tried to get with another lady who had really great reviews. And she's like, well, this girl has a lot of experience, but she is an intern right now and it's cheaper. And I was like, I'll try it. And then she is the wisest 22-year-old
I love that.
I've ever met in my life. And she graduates this weekend. So congrats.
Oh my God.
Gabriella. So she was like, I'm taking the next week off. She's like, but she's staying with the practice. So she's, but coming on as like an actual
So
therapist.
she's not
I'm like
leaving you.
so
That's
happy for
amazing.
her.
Yeah.
And she told me last week that she's like, you're my longest standing client.
Aw.
And I was like,
That's sweet.
I'm never leaving.
Yeah.
You're probably teaching her so much too, like as she's helping you.
Well, I don't shut up. I just go.
Yeah. No, I think that's what it's for.
Right.
Yeah.
Or she's probably like, oh fuck, this is what I have to look forward to when I
Yeah.
get 30.
Yeah.
Yeah. Buckle up.
Okay. Yesterday my whole life fucking changed because you know what I'm about to say, right?
I do.
I don't.
So I'm gonna take my time and tell the story. No. So I ordered my birth certificate. I don't know why. I just like I couldn't find my birth certificate.
Yeah.
So I was like, I want my birth certificate. So I ordered it. It arrived in the mail yesterday. And when I got it, I looked at it, and then I noticed the time of birth. 8:26 a.m. And I was like, wait, that is not what I input CoStar.
Where did you get your birth time originally?
I think I asked my mom, who lied to me. That
Oh.
fucking dead bitch. No, sorry.
Whoops.
So I was like, I instantly went to CoStar and changed the time. My whole fucking rising start, which this will mean something to you. I was a rising Capricorn.
You're not?
I'm no longer a rising Capricorn.
No.
I am now a rising Virgo.
Which I feel like is the same vibe, but I understand how your world would flip.
Because you almost had this same...
because I thought instead of a Gemini rising, I was a Cancer rising, which is like so different. And I understand the panic.
Yeah, I know. For a second, just like seeing the change, because then I was like, so many things. One, we just had an episode like a few weeks ago with our friend Carissa, who did like a did a reading for us, and
we're all sitting here and you're like, wrong, you are so false. Capricorn rising.
That I'm gonna controversial opinion call bullshit on astrology. Then I mean,
it makes sense.
They word it so you can hear what you want to hear.
Yeah. But
I'm a fucking Capricorn. Don't let it be.
But do you remember me saying like multiple times, I've never resonated with my rising. I never resonated with being a Capricorn. I've said that all the time.
Yeah.
It never felt right. I know I've said that. I've said it on the podcast and I said it out loud. So it does make sense. And
did you deep dive into a Virgo rising?
Not really, but like, because I
kind of did.
Did you?
A little.
Yeah.
Tell me.
I mean, I just feel like there are a lot of similarities, but I think one of the biggest things that I saw for Virgo rising, and I didn't like fully deep dive, but I did look it up. But it was like extremely loyal, like to a fault.
That's
like
so
loyal,
true.
Loyal. Yeah.
With you, I told him to hold me accountable. No, you're loyal. You're a check-in type of friend. And my goal this year, along with therapy, was to kind of get back into my friendships. And I said to Bryan, I'm going to probably try to cancel things or whatever. Hold me accountable. I did it this morning.
Yeah.
I was like, the weather looks better next Thursday. It's like, yeah, just come. We'll do the podcast. You can go home after.
She was like low-key asking for an out today.
I was. Without.
I'm just like sensing a drizzle, maybe. Yeah.
It's going to be a little wet, but next Thursday is 76 and sunny. For the podcast that we're going to do inside your kitchen. Better be a nice day.
I was like, a little bit of that was selfishness. We haven't had a guest in like 3 weeks. I was like, we need to fucking get get your ass over here.
I'm so glad I'm here. And that's always, also that was pre my therapy session. Once I was done, I was like, oh, I can do things today.
I feel better to go outdoors.
Isn't that weird how that happened?
Yeah.
Man, I love it.
Yeah, so I mean, I'm not mad about it. Virgos are fine. My best friend Amy is a Virgo. And I kind of talked shit about that like on an episode before. So now I got to eat my words. I texted, she was the first person I text. She was like, welcome to the bad bitches club. I was like, yeah, Beyonce's a Virgo.
Beyonce's a Virgo.
So, but anyways, Chelsea, you've kind of had some world.
I feel like I had like some Final Destination shit. So yesterday I was leaving a client and going to teach a class. And if you don't know, and I think a lot of people do, I ride a little motorized scooter. And I've had some close calls before. And honestly, I've been thinking lately, I'm just like, because everybody tells you they're like, oh, those things are so dangerous. And I'm just like, but I'm so aware of like other cars and other people. Well, what I was not aware of is I'm riding down the street and just like right in front of me, I'm in the bike lane. Somebody opens their car door. Like, right. I had no time to react. And I just like put my arm up. My entire thigh is bruised. I have a huge bruise on my arm and just like collided into this person's door that they just opened and then like fell into the middle of the street. So like, thank God there wasn't another car that was behind me because that would have been crazy. And then I think what I hate is my initial reaction. Well, my very first reaction was like, oh my gosh, is he mad at me for hitting his car door? Which now I'm like, that's crazy. You should not think that way. And then my second was just like, I got to get out of here. And he was like, the look on his face was pure shock.
Yeah.
And I kind of feel bad in a way. And I know that I shouldn't. Like the guy fucked up and I hurt myself. But at the same time, like, I would do something stupid like that and not look before I open my car door because I'm just not thinking. It's an honest mistake. Yeah. And he was like, I am so sorry. And I just got up, grabbed my scooter and started walking, like walked to the sidewalk. And I was like, I'm fine. And I kept walking and I like wanted to cry and I wanted to throw up.
That was going to be my next question. Did you cry?
No, I just like, because I think I was so scared. I was so scared. One, because my shoulder like literally felt
Was this
dead.
on your way to 5:30 to teach 5:30?
It was on my way to teach a 5:30 class. Yeah. And so I'm sitting there and I'm like, you're fine. You're fine. You're fine. You're fine. You're fine. And then I walked in and I have to do the demos for this class with weights. So I'm like in there practicing and I like can hardly hold a weight in my arm. And I'm coming up and I'm like, okay, you can do it. You can press overhead. You can do this. But there are like certain things I couldn't do that made me really nervous. Like it hurts to put weight on it. And then I had just like a whole mental breakdown of like, if I were to really hurt myself, because I thought I tore my rotator cuff, I'm like, if that was the case, it requires surgery, which as we've talked about and as my friends have all texted me that I should get insurance, I don't have health insurance.
We like literally just talked about this last week on the podcast.
Yeah. One of my friends texted me today and she was like, this is like giving you don't lock your doors. And I was like,
I kind of think health insurance is overrated. I didn't have it for many years either.
It's like $400 a month for shitty insurance. Yeah. I'm like, I don't go to the doctor that much. It would make more sense for me to go and pay out of pocket.
Totally.
For people like health, like that are, healthy.
Right.
Totally.
Yeah.
And then
there's a certain age where you probably want to consider it, but
or if you have a health condition that you're probably going to the doctor,
right? And you need like regular,
sure. Health insurance isn't bad. Let's just like put that on the table.
No, not bad, but maybe not always.
Yeah, but low-key a scam. Yeah. But then I was like, if I have to get surgery and then the recovery time is like 6 months to a year, I have to change my whole career and start over. Right. So I was just like really diving down a wormhole. And then I had a friend that is a physical therapist and did some tests and she's like, I think you're going to be fine. I think it's just really sore, which just makes me feel like a hypochondriac. But here we are. Yeah. I'm okay.
The bruising looks pretty bad, but I mean, you literally just slammed your body into that. And like, I don't know. Yeah. I'm pretty white. I know if you like flick me, I'm going to bruise. So like,
same. Yeah. The way I would flip the fuck out on that person though,
that just shows you like so many different personalities.
And then I'd probably cry. But I called a girl a fucking ugly bitch today on a bike. I did. I have bike rage. That is one of my controversial opinions. Everyone in this city that rides a bike is annoying.
We can talk about it.
Okay, let's bring it up.
Like
I don't disagree.
You guys know where I live. I'm like near a bridge, lots of biker people. Okay, and I have 2 little dogs and they don't follow the rules. So I don't feel bad when they get hit by cars because they don't follow the rules. I don't feel bad calling them ugly fucking bitches or saying your kid's ugly.
Wait, tell that story, please. I want to know why you call this girl an ugly bitch.
So I was walking Franco. Everyone should know I have an adorable little miniature schnauzer. I have 2 of them. But I was walking him on his own. And I was crossing a street. It was the crosswalk. Because I'm like, I don't follow the rules as much if I'm by myself. I'll risk it a little bit. Like maybe get like this close to a car or something. But when I'm with the dogs, I'm really strict about following the rules. Not this bitch on her bike. So she's like coming, right? And I'm walking Franco and she's like, that close to me. And all I do is like give her a really dirty look. And she said, like mumbled something to me. And I was like, okay, you ugly fucking bitch. And I just like yelled it. But I've seen it too. Like it happens all the time, this one part, and it's on the way to my apartment. So I kind of have to be there a lot. And there's one guy, he had a kid on the back of his thing. And I like said something about like how terrible of a parent he was. But I have bike rage when they're on the sidewalk and like I see them behind me. I'm not moving. Like get off the sidewalk. Mm-hmm.
Yeah. No, I agree with that.
So yeah. And it's kind of like, I'm sure there are some bikers that follow the rules and, are really safe. But the bad ones are what represent the whole bunch for me.
Yeah.
So fuck bikes in New York City. I hate it.
Honestly, scooters are kind of the same.
I know.
You can't really rule us out.
I know.
We're no different.
She kind of like teased this controversial opinion to me earlier. And I was like, I kind of, as a person who rides a scooter.
As a scooter girl?
Yeah. As a scooter girl.
Scooter girl.
Probably fall into that category too. And like, honestly, I kind of feel like how you were saying, like, is everyone mad at me for riding the scooter? Because like, I am kind of annoying. Yeah. And it's like, there's a little bit of entitlement when you're on that bike or that scooter.
Totally. Some people act like it's like the Tour de France in that whole outfit. And I'm like, you're on fucking Bedford Avenue. Like, get out of here.
That's where she got hit.
I got hit on Bedford.
I know. I understand. But Can I read some of my other ones?
Please.
They're quick. They're
Yeah.
like little.
We're officially in
little.
controversial opinion
Yeah, we're
territory.
into the zone.
Yeah.
Okay, everyone
We're
that
getting
rides
spicy.
bike in the city.
Her heart rate has come up.
Yeah,
The voice is
the heart
loud.
rate's up. Yeah. Summer is the worst season.
I love summer. I disagree, but
I
I
don't
low-key
like being-
agree.
Okay.
No, I high-key agree. It's my least favorite season.
like least
Okay.
than winter.
I would choose
I love
winter
winter.
over summer.
Christmas.
Like I would choose a 30-degree day over a 90-degree day.
Yeah.
I just think like the sunshine. Okay, let's just like take hot and cold out of it. But like the amount of sunshine that you get in summer is better. It's more
We get more rain though.
in the summer.
I love the rain.
I don't
I
think
love
that's-
clouds.
I don't think that's it.
And
I think that's
darkness.
just been New York last summer. Hopefully not this summer. Fingers crossed. I also just like I feel like I go on the most trips. People are just like out moving. They're out and about. Energy is high.
Yeah.
Like I just those are the things. I'm like summer is it.
But
I get
I
that.
feel that way for fall and spring though too. People are out and like feeling good. You know, you have that little crisp in the air.
Spring, I definitely get that. People are stepping outside again.
Because they're thinking that that's going to be summer.
Yeah.
But then you get to summer and you're like,
Fuck this.
I want to die.
Yeah.
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 I guess I just like don't feel like I want to die.
But that's why
I
it's
feel like-
controversial.
No.
People love summer.
Yeah. I think that. Yeah, I agree. That's why it's
Yeah.
a controversial opinion
Yeah.
because I feel like most people would probably lean towards you, Chelsea.
But I have thought. I wonder
Sorry.
if we're just.
Scary.
I wonder if we're, I guess, trained to think that summer is the best because that's when we got out for school.
Right.
Like everybody was
Right.
off,
Mhm.
and that was like you're free. So
Vacation.
so
Yeah.
summer seems like a free time.
Yeah.
When is it really?
I think that's
Yeah,
what
we
makes
still
it
go to
worse.
work.
Like you still have to work and in these horrible conditions. So
yeah.
And
you know.
now, like as a working adult, winter time is actually the time where like a lot of corporations kind of like slow down, like
Yeah.
holiday season. So
Mhm.
like December typically is like a slow season.
It's like a free month.
A lot of people
Yeah.
take off like 2-3
Mhm.
weeks. You know,
Mhm.
you're not getting bombarded by your boss, so like that almost feels more of like a vacation.
Also the clothes. Like I obviously love my blazers. I can't wear those in the summer.
Yeah, I
That
love dressing
screws me
for
up.
fall and winter.
Yeah.
I love layering and I love feeling
Mhm.
cute and dressing cute,
Mhm.
and I don't feel like shorts and a t-shirt is my best look.
Right.
I feel like if I worked from home, I would love winter more.
Yeah, maybe.
But I just
That's fair. Like if
Yeah.
you have to like be out. Can I read more?
Yeah, well, you might have to change careers soon since you fucked up.
Oh
your-
yeah. Well,
since
don't-
I'm 34,
don't wish
my
bad luck on
body
her.
is shutting down.
I know.
Yeah. I've
30s,
honestly
man.
never been injured in my life until like the marathon, which was last year, and then
Damn.
this baby, which hopefully it just goes away. But like if it doesn't,
I think you're just bruised. I think your body's just sore. I think you just
Yeah,
you basically just got rocked.
I'm
You-
an
who
old
needs
bitch
health
that got hit
insurance
by
when
a
you have
car.
Bryan?
I'm an old bitch that got hit by a car.
Wait, you're a doctor, right? Like you're
Oh, I am. I am. Yeah.
It's like
Like
what
I
they do.
said, something it could show up months later, but I have a lawyer for you to take care of it.
Yeah.
Like I
Great.
like pro bono, baby. We'll get it done. Can I read my other ones?
please.
Okay. Boston clogs are ugly no matter what, and they ruin every outfit.
Boston clogs are like
The Birkenstock ones.
oh, okay, that's so funny.
I've actually looked at them.
No.
Oh, no. Okay.
No, that's
now
a
I
big no.
can't.
I would rather see a Croc, and I fucking hate Crocs too.
I kind of agree.
I feel like they're just like slides.
And like even they're not even worthy of being like a leisure shoe.
when they're also
they're
like
hideous.
$150.
Yeah, they're
For-
so ugly.
For something that looks like you should be wearing around the house.
Yeah.
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 I know people in my life that
Yeah.
want them currently, like really bad.
yeah.
I've actually considered it recently. so
Tell
I'm
them
glad
you
that we're having
know
this
a
conversation.
professional stylist, and she says no.
How do you feel about Birkenstocks? Because I just
The
done-
sandal, I don't mind.
Okay.
I don't mind the sandal as much. That's like a style that's been around forever.
Yeah.
The clog really like grinds my gears, you know?
Yeah, I it's been like so trendy. Like last year,
Yeah.
it, like came
Yeah,
back in
yeah,
trend
yeah.
or something. And when everyone was wearing it, something like about that, like
I'll be like, cute outfit, ruined.
shoe can really fuck up.
Oh my God. It is a make or break.
Yeah.
And I love, have you guys heard of wrong shoe theory?
No.
I love wrong shoe theory. It will be like, you know, say you're wearing like trousers, like dress trousers and like a blazer, but you wear like a sneaker. You know, you kind of do the shoe that doesn't really match, like a juxtaposition, if you will.
Yeah.
You know? But that clog, hate it. Always have hated it. Especially they did get popular, like way more popular. Because like I feel like hippies used to kind of have them all the time.
Wait, so are you saying no to sneakers and trousers?
No, yes.
Oh, okay,
yes,
okay.
Yes.
Wrong shoe theory can be good.
Yes. Is really good, I think.
Just clarifying.
Even
like
wrong shoe theory good. Like another great example is like a frilly dress with like a motorcycle boot or something. Yeah. You know, like very cute, very city style. We love that.
Yeah, I feel like that's also been like on trend for the last couple of years. Like, you know, people wearing like formal outfits with informal shoes.
Yeah.
Or vice versa.
Yeah.
Right? Like heels.
And it's funny because in the city, like maybe in other places they still do it, but if you were wearing a sneaker at certain clubs, you weren't allowed in.
Yeah.
I actually love that about New York, that it's like a sneaker place.
Oh yeah, that's so not the rule anymore. But
I mean, I love a good kitten heel. But
me too. Yeah, big time.
But yeah.
You got any more for us?
I do. Okay. West Coast has no swag.
Ooh. Oh. Okay. I love that these are all like kind of like style, fashion.
Yeah.
I will definitely say East Coast eats the fuck up when it comes to fashion, especially compared to West Coast.
I don't know much about West Coast fashion.
It's like
very nautical.
It's like fashion, but it's also attitude for me. Like a West Coast rapper is like soft. Like you're around palm trees. Like shut up.
Yeah. Like what is it? Sunny and 75?
Yeah,
what are you bitching about?
Zip it. You know? Yeah. Exactly. And yeah, just like style in New York beats style really anywhere. I think, but. Yeah, like that LA
I feel that way, but I'm so biased.
They can't dress. They're like behind, you know, but I just feel like even personality-wise, like no swag. Yeah. They're not cool. You know?
Maybe they're just like too chill. Like they're too chill to even like think
But
hard.
they would probably be like, we don't want to be cool, you know?
Yeah.
Like, well, good, because you're not.
And we think we're too cool.
Yeah, but like we are. I mean... Let's be real.
I do feel like I have East Coast energy and like I'm an East Coast person.
I have zero desire to be a West Coast girl.
Yeah. No.
But you've talked about it.
I've thought about moving and I'm still open to it, but like that wouldn't change who I am. I'm an East Coast person.
Yeah.
But then that gets pathetic too when you like move to the West Coast and you're like, I'm still a New Yorker.
Yeah.
Like, no, you're not.
Yeah. Okay. I have a couple.
I'm ready.
My first one. Lip fillers are not cute on anyone.
Totally agree. You know I feel that way, though.
I wasn't sure.
Yeah.
I just got to say, because to me, I'm all for like cosmetic surgery, all that. But I do think to an extent, people get cosmetic surgery not to look like they've had cosmetic surgery.
Sure.
Right?
You should not know.
And I have not met a single person who has put filler in their lips and you can't tell that they've had filler in their lips.
Yeah.
I haven't met anyone. Right? Like someone who's gotten filler in the lips, you know they got filler in the lips.
Yes.
And I just don't think that look is cute.
No, I'm with you 100%. And there's other things you can do, like a lip flip. And they like put the Botox up here and it kind of like puffs your top lip out a little bit.
Oh, I'm familiar with the lip flip.
Did you get one?
Yeah.
See, you don't look like you got lip filler.
But that's the thing is
that's because you didn't.
Right.
But I also don't feel like it's hard for me to weigh in because I've just never... I've always had like a decent amount of lips. Like I only did the lip flip because like I have a gummy smile. So like,
I've done that too.
Pushed it down rather than it like wasn't really about my lips necessarily. So, but like I can't imagine having really thin lips and just like feeling like there's no way out.
Yeah.
I'll say that too.
I get that. Like I feel the same. Like I've always had lips.
Me too.
So like imagine you have nothing.
Yeah.
And maybe it does look good if you get it.
Yeah.
You know, a little bit. Just
or
to
better.
Like, give you something.
Yeah.
Or better than before.
Yeah.
But I feel like if you have lips and you're trying to put like more in there, it's like for what?
Yeah.
And I think the problem is the examples we know are the people that overdo it.
Yeah.
You know, because maybe there are people that you see that you actually maybe don't know.
Maybe.
Because they did it the right way.
Yeah. I guess like in what I'm saying, like in summary, is that like the lip filler look, I just don't find cute.
I would say like, how do you feel? Because I've seen a lot of people that like draw the outline of their lipstick like outside of their lips, just like to create
Overlining, is that what it's called?
Yeah,
but some people do it so extreme, and I'm just like, how does that look in person? Like, I can see how it looks.
I'm gonna say, like, in a picture, maybe it looks cute, but then you see it, and you're like, oh, they like drew
I
on
can
themselves.
See where your lips are supposed to be.
It's really funny. It's a drag technique. They do that. Drag queens
totally.
Like, it's
drag queens.
Women stealing from drag culture.
Yeah. Wow.
No way.
What?
Groundbreaking.
Zendaya.
Okay. My other one is I think people are way too obsessed with nostalgia. I think it's like from movies, like all we've gotten the past 5 years are remakes and reboots.
Yeah.
And I think we all, and so from like an entertainment standpoint, that's one thing. And we could talk about that if you want. But also just like, I think personal lives, like I feel like a lot of times you get together with people and you just talk about what, like, remember this?
Yeah.
And like, that's like the entire conversation. It's like, oh, I used to do all this. And it's like, you're always telling someone something that has happened rather than like truly living in the moment and like, let's create a memory right now. And I find it like kind of sad when I think about it, actually.
Yeah.
I wonder what you guys think.
There is definitely those people that like bring up, like, say high school, for example. Oh, in high school, and like we'll talk too long about it. And it's just like, oh, you're living there.
Yeah.
Like right now you're there.
Yeah.
High school and college is a tough one.
Yeah.
If,
rather
like,
than
you're stuck there. Yeah.
like, I love just like talking about it every once in a while of just like, oh, that reminds me of this. And it was like, oh, that's crazy. But like not I mean, honestly, on anything, once you say one, that's crazy, like that should be done. But yeah, I get what you're saying.
It was 10, 15 years ago. Like, give it up.
I think sometimes like you need it to maybe paint a picture if it's someone new. Like, I tell people how crazy I used to be. Like I was this wild child.
Yeah.
No one would believe it now. But like, so there's like times where maybe you do need to do that.
Where
but
it's,
I
like,
get what you mean, where like it's almost like how parents will be like, nothing new is good, you know? And I feel like in the entertainment world, it's not really working.
Yeah.
You know, like what was the last thing that worked that was kind of a remake or just like repeating, you know, like that Mean Girls thing bombed.
Like that was just as good or better. I didn't hate the Mean Girls, but it wasn't nowhere near as good.
But I feel like
I didn't even see it.
And I wonder if it's like not supposed to be as good for us or if it's like supposed to be good for like Gen Z who actually didn't see the first one and they're watching the next one. They're like, oh, this is like, oh, such a quirky new idea when it's not a new idea.
Even in music, people are like remakes. I mean, like not throwing shade, but two of Beyonce's songs on her new album is like a
remakes.
Beatles song and a Dolly Parton song, right? It's like, I guess it worked. People like it. That's why they're doing it. It's not like Beyonce didn't invent that. Yeah. You know, people are doing that. But it like, I'm just like, why? And like,
I guess there is an extent of it that I love.
Yeah.
Because like for some reason, like the Cranberries are now a big thing again, and the song "Linger," and I like cannot stop listening.
They do say that there's like
cannot stop listening
because it brings you back. It makes you feel nostalgic.
There's a certain age where I think you stop liking new music. Like I swear, I saw something
you
about
always
this.
feel it's psychological. Like each person feels like the music that they grew up to is the best music.
Yeah,
everybody
that's how
feels
I feel
that
about
way.
trap music. Like we had the best. We had like fucking problems. That's the best.
Like that early
rap
2010s.
2010, I would say like 2010 to like 2017-ish.
Yeah. Okay.
Was the
I'm with
best
you.
era
I'm with
of
you.
that.
Yeah.
But someone might be like, that's old and no one cares about that anymore.
You just said something like there comes like a year or an age where you just stop liking new music. And that was like 2020, 2021 for me. Like every new artist, like these Gen Z artists, I just for some reason can't get behind. Like for some reason I'm just like an Olivia Rodrigo low-key hater. Jack Harlow, no. Like I just like can't get behind these artists. Like the newest artist that I like is probably like Doja Cat.
And like barely though, you know. My music taste is that of a 55-year-old woman. Like have you heard of Ambrosia?
No.
No. Have you heard of Ronnie James Dio?
No.
Okay. I'll stop there. Because it'll get real boring real quick.
But that's not like, you like newer music too. I mean, obviously you're a Gaga fan. Like,
yeah, but is that even new at this point?
No, but I mean, like, there's definitely a huge gap.
But I will say, when Gaga comes out with an album this year, please God help me, I will be on that.
Mm.
But that's because I'm a Gaga fan.
Yeah.
But do I seek out new music? Never.
Mm. Yeah. Well, if you know anything about me and Chelsea,
we kind of just like contradicted. Do you know what I mean?
Yeah.
Your opinion.
I will listen to new artists.
Yeah.
I'm the ultimate consumer.
It has to be.
I will,
and
I will also take on nostalgia.
Do you go after it yourself, or do you kind of like hear it on TikTok and then go find it?
I will listen to like I usually turn on Spotify where it'll play songs and it'll also add in new ones that I haven't heard. So yeah, I guess I go out of my way.
And I'll say, like I said, people are obsessed with nostalgia.
Yeah.
I'm probably one of them. Like, there are things that, like, I'm a sucker for. Like, and just like that, I mean, I hate watch it. It's not great.
Yeah.
But I love it because I love Sex in the City, you know?
Mm-hmm. It's holding on for dear life. Kind of like Vanderpump a little bit.
Kind of.
Yeah, you know? But let's be honest, it had a rebirth recently.
It had a rebirth, yeah.
Honestly, this last season, maybe this is controversial. I don't think it was good until the last episode.
Oh, totally agree. I was so bored.
The last episode was the most interesting one to me of all of them.
Yeah. Did you watch Reunion Part 1?
Yep.
Me too. Which they never do the good stuff in the first part.
Yeah.
But
just like the last 5 minutes, you get like a little juicy.
Yeah, totally.
So I know you're like a Sheena stan. Are you still?
Wait, what?
My mind has changed.
Okay.
Yeah.
I was afraid to ask.
I'm kind of loving Katie.
Thank you.
Yeah, I'm kind of loving Katie. Her expressions when people say things. She needs a stylist.
Oh, yeah.
Still?
Yes.
They all kind of, but what did I say? West Coast, no swag.
Right.
So can any of them dress? Not really. But yeah, I'm out. She's
Okay,
weak.
wow.
I have left the building on Sheena.
This is breaking news. Yeah. I mean, and I got it for a while because she was a Sheena stan for a long time. But I'm like, this girl, like, she's weak. She's just like, she'll follow anyone that gives her attention.
She really, really pissed me off this season. I was like, I also can't stand Brock. I really can't. I can't.
Yeah.
Major ick. Major ick.
Crazy that Katie is like number one girl of the group now.
How
like,
the tables have turned. Yeah. Okay.
Yeah, that's funny.
No, I'm out.
Love it.
Sorry, Shishu. I'm out.
All right. Well, I think now that we ended on the same page, and I love that.
Yeah.
I think that's the pod.
That's the pod.
Right.
Thank you
Thanks,
so much.
guys.
Yes.
It's
oh my gosh, so exciting.
Yeah. I was so glad that you agreed to come. I know you were fighting me to come.
Next time when I try to cancel, just do the same thing. I'll be here.
All right. Well,
like, comment, subscribe.
And we'll catch you on the next one.
Love
Bye.
ya.